Hi, I'm Darrell Morris, and today I'm going to work on my kitchen makeover. So a couple of things that I'm looking for personally is just the expired old food that I can't recognize in there anymore. I've got a few kids, so stuff makes it in the fridge. I don't know what it is. Then we'll look for a little bit of the processed food or triggered foods for me, and then ultimately the nice thing about today is going through this kitchen makeovers. For the most part, I'm running pretty low. I'm about due to go to the store. So the kitchen, the fridge, the freezer, the pantry, they're all looking relatively bare. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take a quick moment and give you a quick peek inside the kitchen, inside the refrigerator, and then we'll start this process. All right, so here we go. We're going to open this magical fridge, and we're going to take a quick peek as we go through. So on the top shelf, we've got the wonderful water. We've got the unsweetened almond milk. Love to use that in the smoothies. The low-fat cottage cheese. My youngest son really kind of enjoys that. Looks like we've got something here. Ooh, I don't even want to recognize that, but I think that's got some marshmallows and some cream in there. I think that was something from Easter. Not my choice. Looks like I got a half-cut avocado. It's probably seen better days. Probably time to expire that thing. I just downed it about a gulp full of orange juice. I'll have to make up my mind on that one here in a few minutes. Here we've got an open gallon of milk. Looks like the kids must have had some cereal this morning. I'm going to say that one looks like a little old... ooh, that's a good question. I'm not sure what that is. That's either going to be pancake mix or gravy of some sort. But either way, I think it's now considered expired. Moving on. Next up, we've got, looks like some strawberries. I've seen, kind of gotten down to the last and final dates on those things. That looks like some cream corn in there. I'm about done with that. Obviously, you can see the eggs that are in there. We got, oh, look, a hometown favorite, McCaffrey's Rocky Mountain mustard. I'm not a mustard fan, but I think my oldest son is. There's a loaf of Sara Lee Delight bread. My mom had just recently got back from Chicago, and look, she bought those Fannie Mae mini melt-aways. Now, I got to tell you, normally I'd say this would be a trigger food, but they've been in there for about a couple of days. I've done a pretty good job of resisting those, so I think I'm going to hold on to those. They're a nice little treat. There in the very back, as we saw, though, we got the country crock. I can't even say it's butter, but spread. Let's go spread. And then some of these little snacks that my youngest son does enjoy, and my nephews when they come over, is little cottage cheese and fruit mixes. Down on the bottom one, there's some chili that I just made yesterday, so I'm going to keep that in the fridge. Kids enjoy the hot dog buns. For me, myself, I know it's processed food. Not my favorite thing, but I'm pretty good at staying away from those. I really don't care for the bread products very much. Looks like we've got some apples that recently just kind of picked up, so we'll keep those in there for now. Getting down to these wonderful crispers. Kids really kind of enjoyed the fruit. They've been on this green, red grape kick, so I think I got about 3 bags of those. I'll take those out and get those sorted out so we can get them all mixed in there. We got the tomatoes, some cheese, there's some Star-Kissed tuna, solid white albacore. Man, I'll take that out. Not that I'm going to throw that away, but we'll just empty the bag or packaging. And then we've got the American singles, sliced cheese. There's a little bologna. My oldest son enjoys his bologna sandwiches from time to time, with some baby carrots pre-cut up and taken care of. Bottom part on the crisper, we'll see, we've got the hot dogs. That's because we're gearing up for a little bit of barbecue this weekend. Again, we'll see a little bit more with the shredded cheese. That typically goes along with our chili or our tacos when we eat those. Another thing of sliced cheese. Man, somebody really stocked up on that stuff, that and that bologna. But we'll get that organized here. Make that kind of look pretty. There's a couple little Greek yogurts in there. Not wanting to hide it, but if you can't see it, there's this thing of bacon down the side. Yay! Every once in a while on a fun Sunday, it's good to have those. Another thing, a little shredded cheese. Moving on from that side, oh, in case we didn't see it, we got a little asparagus down in there, although I think that's probably time to get rid of that. in the door side, I don't know how many of you guys do this, but sometimes we've got some medication kind of stored up there. Coincidentally, it's also next to my bait when I go fishing. Next shelf down, we've got a little mayo. It goes along with those, my son's bologna sandwiches. Coincidentally, he's not home very much, so having it here when he's popping in there. Looks like we have a little old, some pizza sauce. Kind of use that when we are, I like to make little pita pocket pizzas. The kids find those as a really good snack, and we'll probably see that stuff coming up a little later. A little jelly, a couple more cans of tuna if you can see those. That was from one of those colonoscopies. That's a little super prep bowel prep kit. So I think we had my family member recently get a colonoscopy, so that's what they had left over from that. Moving down the next shelf, I see again a little bit more mayo, some more mustard. There's deli sliced jalapeno peppers, little jelly cranberry sauce. Ooh, I don't know, we'll probably get rid of that because honestly that's probably from Thanksgiving. And a little old salsa. I'm thinking that's got some green in there that's not part of the green part of the salsa. Here we go, got a little sweet relish that'll go with those hot dogs. Then down here, second to the bottom shelf, we see we've got some different types of salad dressing, from Italian to ranch. Again, see the jelly. There's an occasional mini beer back there. Very bottom shelf, we'll get to all the wonderful. There's some other beer. You know, coincidentally, I don't drink. I probably may have a beer a year, but every once in a while the neighbors will bring something over. And God, that stuff's been there. Well, let's see, that one's been there since Christmas, so that was December, and I think the other Budweisers that were sitting there is long before then. So that about covers that fridge, or the fridge portion. We'll take a break and come back, look at the freezer. All right, so now we're turning our attentions to the freezer. This top shelf, looks like we got a few things in here that have been used, probably need to get in for a while. There's some frozen strawberries, we're going to probably get rid of those. And a couple of ice packs and frozen blueberries. I love my blueberries frozen, make for a great handy snack. There's my chopped spinach that I use to mix into my eggs from time to time when I'm scrambling those up. There's the ice, how about that? Down on this shelf looks like we've got a boneless turkey breast that's kind of ready in a steam bag. They're ready to be tossed in the oven. Let's see, we've got some type of beef and peppers, kind of microwaved meal. And we get all that fun stuff. So we see our bags of spinach. Again, like I said, I like that in the egg. Looks like we've got a bag of sweet corn frozen, and probably another bag of some cut green beans in there. And some chopped green bell peppers. You know, it's probably a good thing I'm sorting that stuff out. I've been feeling like I've been lacking some green, so good thing I'm in this freezer. All right, next shelf down. Looks like a couple thing of burger, some ground turkey breast, and this is just chilling, but I think that's another friggin' ice bag. Next shelf down, we've got some frozen individually wrapped chicken breasts. I do enjoy those. Looks like we have the family size cut green beans. There's a shakers, just add juice and shake. Didn't know that was in there. Oh, somebody's hiding some old Dairy Queen back in the fridge. Or, sorry, freezer. So we've got some dark sweet cherries. We've got pork, boneless loin top loin roast. Time I get out, I do a little pheasant hunting, so that's a leftover pheasant hunt, but it looks like that's got a little bit of freezer burn, so that's probably time to go. Bottom tray down in here, we got some ice packs. And a couple of frozen pheasants down there. Pot pie, some ice packs. Yeah, that about cover that good stuff as far as that side. Since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of organize this back up a little bit. My hand is freezing, by the way. And moving over to the freezer door. Got some lima beans, somebody didn't seal those. Probably time to get rid of those. And we got some sweet corn, same thing. A little steamer pack. That's got a cool little steamer pack of frozen vegetables there, sweet corn in particular. Ice dispenser, another ice pack. Looks like another thing of sweet corn. We'll keep those together. Ooh, some broccoli florets and a couple of chicken pot pies or turkey pot pies that my oldest son takes to lunch for himself. Alright, well that wraps up this freezer portion. We'll take a quick look. So at the table we're kind of looking at some of the stuff that we took out both the freezer and the fridge. Don't mind this wonderful pineapple. I'm excited to be cutting that up a little later today. It's about right where I like it. So it'll be nice and juice and that'll hit the spot. Alright, so continuing on with our kitchen makeover, next step is I'm going to take a look at the counters. There's some space we need to kind of clear out, but for the most part I don't think there's anything on there I'm overly concerned about. You can see my bananas and my mixer, and some back there, some hidden coffee mugs and some tea, some fish oil supplements, a little sugar that, well, it's tough to say a household without sugar is a good one, right? So we got baking and other items that sugar gets used for. Hey, anybody want that Campbell soup thing? I think it's been sitting there for like a half a year. I think it's been meaning to get that down to the Goodwill. Hasn't happened yet. So moving on, we've got this wonderful cupboard. You see, so we've got some of the different cough medicine up there. Probably do a better job of organizing that stuff. There's some quinoa. We have some almond flour. I know that's a little difficult to see. Got some apricots. That was actually from a, those are probably expired, but that was from some energy bars that I made using the food processor. We've got an old-fashioned food chopper there, kind of upgraded since then. There was a little, is it Misa? Whatever. I tried one of the PN gourmet recipes that had a little beef and used this and used a spiralizer to help chop up some vegetables, and that was kind of cool. A little extra seasoning from when we do the pheasants. Not a lot of that. There's some salt mixed back up in there. A little bone up. Holy crap, I've not seen that label in 3 or 4 years. It's funny, I'm a tall guy, but I don't always look up top. There's a little cold medicine and some food gel from when I was making. Actually used that when I made some Play-Doh with my youngest son. Next level, we'll see what's left of kind of the sugar. A couple of protein powder bags. That's vanilla and chocolate. So we have our cold medicine there again. Some whole wheat flour. There's some lentils. I know those probably, well, I think I got that with the intent of making some lentil soup a while back, and I'm going to go ahead and dispose of that for now. French onion rings for fried greens. That was probably from Thanksgiving. There's the salt. There's a lot of salt sitting in here. I know we should go low on salt, but honestly, that was from making some homemade ice cream. So had one of those old machines in the back there, and some Crystal Light, some Worcestershire sauce, some brown instant rice, candles for birthdays. Looks like some incidental allergy medicine and stuff kind of on that side. Protein bags back in there, and believe it or not, I used to do a fair amount of baking, so you know, between cookies and stuff, to save that for the holidays. Looks like that was some old honey. There's some multivitamins, kind of our salt and pepper shakers. There's some omega-3 dietary supplement there. That's actually pretty tasty, but you got to shake that stuff up. I've taken that once or twice without shaking that and realized what the actual ingredients were in that one. So it contains fish, so anchovy and sardine and or mackerel, and sorbet flavor tastes a lot better when it's mixed up versus eating those things individually. So some sprinkles, canola oil, a little of that, and that's it. We'll kind of put that up there. maybe bring the cold medicine down so it's all in kind of one nice little location. But we got it up here because we're trying to keep it out of the way of the kids. Some maple, fresh farm, fresh maple syrup. That's always kind of a tasty. We'll see our food colorants for cooking. And what do we have there? Oh, the easy, cheesy stuff. Goes well on a few crackers. All right. I think we're making a lot of good progress today. You know, I always like to kind of clean crap out anyhow, so this is a good time. So turning over to kind of the pantry here. Up top, that's most of our cooking stuff, like your wrap, your Glad press and seal wrap, Reynolds aluminum wrap, Ziploc bags. There's our little Fritos, right? Probably not the best thing in there, but again, I just made some chili, and the family really likes a few corn chips with the chili. We've got our Lipton decaffeinated tea. My mom sent these home, these caramel creams. She was visiting her relatives in Chicago just last week, and the relative kind of stuck those with her in her bag, and she just dropped them off here. Good mother, huh? And as we looked at the last part of our particular pantry, take that quick scout over. Top shelf, a lot more baking goods, kind of tacos, some jellos, some straws for the kids. Pull those out, they're going to need those. Next one in here, we got some Thai noodles that we were going to give a try. Got some walnuts, no yolk noodles, a couple more straws, again some seasonings. There we go, kind of ground mustard. Haven't used that one in a while. Get that mixed up in there. Next shelf down. Ooh. Let's see some of our canned goods. We've got some of that, just some microwave or easy rice to make up, portioned out. It's kind of a good thing. Little sandwich slims for when they do the burgers. You see some of the canned soups and canned beans. The tostadas seem to be pretty popular around here. We've got the mini tortillas. I kind of went with those versus the large, trying to, they work well for kids. All right, don't have to make it too big, and also limit the portion size for myself. It's kind of a nice little thing. And yep, there you go, some of those marshmallows from well, some of those marshmallows from that little dish we pulled out of the fridge not too long ago. Kind of get rid of those. I'll put that stuff back in just a moment. Down here, this is mostly just it's more of our baking goods in terms of we have our vegetable oil. I know we can have some alternatives for that. But our powdered sugar, flour, we got some more golden flaxseed meal. We kind of mix and experiment with that a little bit. And our Karo syrup. A few more spilt bags of straws. The kids, well, believe it or not, they enjoy drinking out of the straws probably more than anything. Krusty's gluten-free, all-purpose flour, something else we were giving a try. And then down there is just some of the cooking stuff. All these kids have gotten these straws everywhere. All right, well, I'll get some of these kind of straightened up while you're here. All right. All right, so we kind of completed going through the fridge and the pantry and the freezer. In the cabinets, just really identifying the expired food, some of the trigger foods. There wasn't very many of those because, like I said, we were really kind of down to the end and needing to go to the grocery store, so a lot of that stuff has been gone. But some of the bigger trigger foods for me, you know, the sweets and peanut butter. So if I've got peanut butter in there, chunky peanut butter is my favorite. When I do that, that really kind of kicks off this cascading thing of wanting a sandwich, wanting chips, wanting milk. And oftentimes, not just one serving is sufficient. It's generally going to be multiple servings. So if I can eliminate that and not bring that in the house, I actually do pretty well. Cookies, chips, crackers, those type of things. When they're in the house, they're just way too easy to kind of grab. Actually, I thought we had some animal ones sitting there on the counter, but somebody beat me to those. So those type of things kind of Well, those are some of my bigger triggers. The other big trigger that I have for me is if I haven't done everything I'm supposed to or need to get done in the course of the day, if I haven't got the things that I prioritize done, then when I finally sit down, I feel a little anxious. When I get anxious, I do like most of you guys probably do. We come in here, I open the fridge, I look, I don't find anything I want. I walk over, I check the pantry, don't find anything I want. I come back again to the fridge, go to the fridge, check out the freezer, and it's just a continuous cycle until all of a sudden I just settle on something. It may not be something that I want or even that I need. I just pick something because I'm tired of being up. So I got to work on breaking that habit. Once I go to the grocery store, I'll give it a look through and or give it a blink again and show you how we kind of filled that up. But I feel pretty good when I clean the stuff out. I like cleaning the kind of kitchen, all those things I miss, but I do create great joy in emptying out the fridge and wiping down all my shelves and do all that type of stuff. It's a sense of accomplishment once I'm done. But for now, I got an itch in the back. I'm going to wrap this up. Looks like we've got some dishes to take care of because we emptied some of those Tupperware items that had some unrecognizable foods in them. This is Darrell Morris, and this is my kitchen makeover. All right, now we're back with you. We've done the clean out of the kitchen. Now it's time to do some of the restocking. So what I'm going to do is I've just got back from the grocery store. I'm going to take you on a quick visit of what I bought at the grocery store. I got it spread on the table. So I'm going to give you a quick glance at that. All right, so at our wonderful grocery store, I picked up some milk. We've got quinoa, some vegetable broth, some Greek yogurt, extra virgin olive oil, some olive oil cooking spray, a spaghetti squash, a little bit of pizza sauce, right? You saw me throw that away in our refrigerator clean out, but the kids really like those little pizzas, so I'm going to go with that. You'll see we got the little pita pocket breads down there. In here we've got some garlic. We've got a recipe coming up that we're going to use some fresh garlic for, as well as a turnip. We'll see a little honey. I'll enjoy a little honey in my quinoa oatmeal mix that I'll do. We've got our sweet potatoes or yams in here, some turkey sausage. You'll see our eggs. The turkey sausage and yams or sweet potatoes are going to go in one of those gourmet peon recipes. So I'm looking forward to mixing that up. Today, believe it or not, we're at May 3rd, and it's snowing pretty good outside. So we're going to go with, we're going to make some chili. I've got some ground beef that I have to pull out for that as well. I've got some ground sirloin here. Not ground, but sliced sirloin. We're going to put that again in one of those PN gourmet recipes that I found that I really enjoy. Got zucchini, asparagus, carrots, got those little cutie oranges. The kids really love those, nice and easy for them. We've got an avocado here, got some strawberries, some broccoli florets. We've got the coconut milk and our unsweetened almond milk there. You'll see you've got some mozzarella cheese that goes with those pizzas. We've got some shredded Parmesan cheese that's going to go with that sweet potato and turnip and turkey sausage recipe that I'm working on. We got the Fritos that goes with the chili. Kind of mentioned that in our kitchen cleanup. That's kind of a popular meal. And then I've got a couple of bundles or bushels of bananas there. That kind of wraps up my kitchen cleanup and I guess restock at this point. I got to put that stuff back in there, but I don't think you need to see the videotape on me doing that type of labor and work. So, but I'm looking forward to doing some cooking this week. It's kind of a cold, weathery day. Snow's kind of piling down pretty good. And so I'll look forward to doing a little bit of cooking and getting ready to prepare for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And in case you get a chance, wish me a happy birthday. Friday, I get to turn 42 years young. Got to remember that. I thought my memory was fading. There for a while, I thought I was turning 43, but it's actually 42. So thanks for joining me on this kitchen cleanup and restock. I appreciate your time. Enjoy.